In the last video, we worked together on registration form. In this video, we'll be going to the login form and it's currently empty right now. We could see the form in the VS Code editor. So together we'll go through accelerating our development with AI while integrating HiSend. So I've given ChatGPT this command to create a login form following the design pattern that we used in the last registration form, and it gave me this because I use Laravel a lot. That's why it's trying to extend. I said no, I want the raw HTML, and it gives me this. So I'm taking this to my code editor and let's see what it looks like in the browser. We'll refresh and we have the form. So this is fine, but no, without a touch of HiSend, it's still not having life. So now the next thing is to integrate JavaScript and HiSend login API. So let's see how we'll do this together. When we go to the HTML form, so the last part, let's add our scripts. So the first thing is to add Axial CDN like we did earlier. So we'll be adding Axial CDN, and with the help of AI we have it here. And next we'll be having the JavaScript form to communicate with the form and submit it via API. And here it has recommended the script tag for us. I would be explaining it. It's doing document.querySelector form, so it's selecting the form tag, which would happen to be the form that we have here. So we don't need the action and the method because we'll be doing that with JavaScript. And it's doing .add event listener submit, then it's doing .then it should redirect to dashboard. Before doing that, let's alert. I love alert a lot because it stops everything for you to see. And here also when we have error, so HiSend returns a consistent error pattern so that it will be easy for you. So if it is from HiSend, it should always be under error.response.data.message. So it is always good to use the optional chaining. In case that's not the error, then you can chain an other default error so that you don't end up having undefined error. So here we can either have a login successful or a login failed, and we are redirecting to the dashboard, so it is an HTML, so it's not a route. And I've also used AI to generate a basic page. So this is what I said generate basic modern design with welcome message, and it gave me this. And if this page is empty, all I have to do in VS Code is apply this and boom, we are here. So let's see how it works. If I go to the login form, and let me open the network tab for you to see what's going on behind the scene, and I use my fake form filler and I submit, it says login failed because we are having 405, and this 405 error means method not allowed. So that means we've not integrated the right endpoint. That means we've not integrated the right endpoints to this code base. So if we go to our login.html and we are just calling /login. So in order to proceed, we are going to go to HiSend documentation. We are going to copy the login endpoint, which we just did now. We are going to paste it here, and we are going to replace the project ID. We can take a peep from our dashboard. If we go under project and projects, we can use either of the two. So I like to use the readable one, and I'm replacing the project identifier with this. and also the API key. To get the API key, I'm going to the dashboard under DevTools, and I have my API key here. I'm pressing copy. I'm going to the code base. I'm adding the API key and I'm pasting. So here we have the form data added as part of this already, and so it's using new form data this because this is in the context of this event listener. But to make this more explicit, I would prefer we use a object so that we can understand what's going on behind the scenes. So we are getting our email and our password. Let's go back to the page to see if we are actually ready to sign in. So let's use a wrong credential. Let's press submit and it says invalid credential. Wow. So really, as a front-end developer, I can sign in users to my application. I don't believe it's true yet. Let me go to the project, let me go to the e-commerce app, let me go to my users, let me get the email of the user that I created earlier. Let me go to the login page, let me paste it. Okay, there is an empty space there, let's remove it. Let me press sign in and it says login successful. And why it's successful is because the form generator always generates the same password all the time. Remember, we used this the last time. We'll come back to come and try the wrong password. And once we press OK, we get welcome. You have successfully logged in. In the next video, we'll be handling authentication middleware. Knowing if a user is logged in, if you don't want a user that is not logged in to visit a page, how to restrict, and how to get the details of the authenticated user from the backend. But before we end this video, let's quickly test for wrong password. So we have this password and I'm typing a random text, and here we have invalid credentials. So we choose to always return invalid credentials so that attackers don't have an hint of what to do. So regardless of either the email or the password is wrong, you would always get invalid credential. But if we have our email and our password to be correct, then it will log in. Thank you for following me on this particular video and mastering HiSend backend solution. See you in the next video.